Blessed day to you, all my sports to the bone people. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you all for tuning in. Hope everybody is doing okay. Hope you're all having a fantastic day thus far. So we have an interesting video here. Going to be talking some cricket as usual. And we're also going to be talking a bit of track and field. Yes. See where some information came out yesterday that 3 top athletes from out of Jamaica have decided to switch allegiance and they will be representing Turkey in the upcoming major games. Yes, so according to what they're saying, 3 of these athletes, they have decided to switch. So I'll give you some more info on that. Plus, we will also talk a little bit about our female captain, Hayley Matthews, who will be out for a period of time as she's set for surgery. Also going to be taking a look at Marnus Lamashane. See where Cricket Australia sent out some information yesterday that Marnus Lamashane has been dropped from their usual playing 11. So we're going to work our way through all these stories together. So just let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Let us start with some track and field, my people. It's been a while since we have done any track and field. West Indies cricket, it's been keeping me real busy. So I'm taking this from the Sportsmax website. The headline says, shocker, Jamaican Olympic medalist Rajesh Tona and Rajendra Campbell complete switch of allegiance to Turkey. We also will see where another athlete, Jayen Hibbert, he's also set to switch. So let me go down into this story and see what it is saying. And, as I said, you can let me know your thoughts. So the article starts and it says, Jamaican Olympic medalist Rajesh Tona and Rajendra Campbell have formally committed to switching allegiance to Turkey. They say the move renders both men ineligible to represent Jamaica at global events for the next 3 years, including this year's World Athletics Championships and in Tokyo, and also the 2028 Olympic Games in Los Angeles. Yes. So, before I continue this article, my people, for all the cricket lovers, we have been talking about, West Indies players not wanting to play for West Indies and just playing a lot of franchise cricket. Well, this is a overall switch, not even a little switch up. This is a total move on, right? These athletes, they have decided to switch allegiance, right? So the article goes on and it says the revelation, first broken by Sportsmax TV on Sunday and now confirmed by TVJ Sports today, follows covert negotiations reportedly led by a prominent American sports agent known for his deep ties within international athletics. They say Stoner and Campbell have both accepted offers that includes a US $500,000 signing bonus and monthly stipends and 6 figures incentives for podium finishes at major championships. They say Stoner made history for Jamaica by becoming the country's first Olympic champion in a throwing event when his triumph in the discus Paris last year. Well, when he when he won the discus last year. They say Campbell claimed bronze in the shot put. The article goes on and it says, those are just the first dominoes to fall. However, as a prominent long jumper and triple jumper are also among those believed to be making the switch as well. Now, one thing is for sure, my people, athletes will do what they think is best for themselves and their families, right? We always talk about athletes being patriotic, but we have seen in the past where a lot of athletes, especially in the throws and long jump and the jumps, they have come out and said that there's not a lot of support coming from the from the J3A, that's the Jamaica Athletic Association. They're also saying that there's not much support coming from the Ministry of Sports, so they have to do what they have to do. I don't like it, but at the end of the day, I am not paying anybody's bills, right? So really, really tough. Now, that was the early story. Further down in the day, we got confirmation, right? We got confirmation further down in the day. So I am on Sportsmax still, and it says Hibbert joins Stoner in switching. So it says rising Jamaican triple jump star Jayen Hibbert has been confirmed as the third athlete to set to switch allegiance to Turkey. They say Hibbert, who is 20, is the current world under-20 record holder in triple jump, thanks to his 17.87 meter done to win gold at the NCAA Championships in 2023. They say he was a finalist at last year's Paris Olympics, finishing just outside the medals in fourth with a best jump of 17.61. They say he claimed World Under-20 gold in 2022 after a silver medal at the same meet a year earlier. Right, so that is what they are saying, my people. We also saw some information out earlier yesterday that Wayne Pinnock might be joining these guys. So, as I said, my people, it's always tough when you see people from your place, leave and representing other countries. But I guess they know that when it comes on to especially something like track and field, by a reach 30, 31, 32 going up, you are basically going over the hill. So I guess the $500,000 sign on is something that they see that can set them for life, and they have decided to go that way. So let us see. I am a man that watch a lot of track and field, and just off the top of my brain right now, I cannot remember much people that I can't remember anybody actually that look how I look, that looks like me representing the country that they are going to represent. So let us see how it works out, my people. Wishing them all the best, because as I said, a man's career is a man's career, right? Anyways, let's move on to cricket, lovely cricket. Starting off with a bit of sad news here. Well, not overly sad, but we'll see where they're saying Hayley Matthews is set to miss some cricket. Right, I am taking this from the Sportsmax website. The headline says Matthews to miss WBBL season as shoulder surgery looms. Right, so they said the Melbourne Renegades have been dealt a significant blow ahead of Thursday's Women's Big Bash League, that's a WBBL draft, with confirmation that West Indies women's captain and all-rounder Hayley Matthews will miss the entire 2025 season due to upcoming shoulder surgery, right? That is what's happening there, my people. So it says Matthews, who was re-signed as a pre-draft recruit on a 2-year deal by the defending champions, sustained the injury while fielding in the opening ODI against England. They say although she missed the final 2 matches of the series, the West Indies skipper returned to action for the home ODIs against South Africa and is expected to feature in the upcoming T20 International Series as well as the Women's Caribbean Premier League, right, in September with the Barbados Royals. Good that she's going to play the international games, and good to know that she's going to be a part of the CPL. But, she has to do what she has to do. We definitely wish her all the best, and we're hoping that, everything goes well and she will have a speedy recovery. Now, just before we finish, my people, yesterday I did a video talking about, the 2 squads, Australia and West Indies. Now, I just want to confirm some information that came out yesterday that Marnus has been dropped from the team. Yesterday when I was doing the video in the morning, I was saying that this tour might be the one that they are looking at Marnus to say, listen, you need to score some runs, or, well, they have decided to drop him. And it's only a couple years ago he was the number one ranked batsman in my people. You know, he was always there with Steve Smith and all of that, but rich people problem that. I don't sorry for him. Rich people problem that. We have enough problems in the West Indies to worry about. So I just wanted you all to know that, you know, in case you were figuring out how we were going to deal with him as an individual player out there. But yeah, that is pretty much it for this one, my people. Gonna leave it right here for now. Big up on yourself.